You are a loser, and that's why I can't marry you, fool!
What? You can't do this!
Leave now. She made her choice.
Yes, the best choice ever!
So let's talk about David. David was the kind of guy who would give you his last piece of bread. He spent 7 years supporting his wife, Chloe, while she climbed the corporate ladder. David worked as a janitor, a delivery driver, anything to pay for Chloe's expensive law school and her designer suits. He didn't mind the calloused hands or the tired back, because he thought they were a team. But the moment Chloe became a senior partner at a top firm, the team spirit died. She started coming home late, smelling like expensive perfume that David didn't buy her. She started hiding her phone. And then, on their 7th anniversary, the day David saved up for months just to buy her a small gold necklace, she didn't even come home for dinner. She sent a courier instead. Inside the envelope wasn't a card. It was divorce papers. And Dave was sitting at their small kitchen table. The candles he lit already burnt down to nothing. He read the words, "Irreconcilable differences." But the note attached was worse. Chloe wrote, "David, let's be real. You're a janitor. I'm a high-flying attorney. I've met someone who actually understands my world. My boss, Marcus. We are moving in together. Please be out of the apartment by tomorrow. You can keep the old Toyota." David felt like his heart had been ripped out of his chest. He had nothing. No savings because everything went into her career. No house because the lease was in her name. He walked out into the cold night with just one suitcase and that gold necklace she didn't even look at. Now, guys, if you think Chloe is cold-hearted for this, drop a comment, Team David right now, and subscribe to see the karma hit her. Or David spent 3 nights sleeping in that old Toyota. On the 4th day, he got a call from a restricted number. It was an old man's voice, shaking but strong. "Is this David Miller, son of the late Jonathan Miller?" David was confused. His father had passed away when he was a baby, and his mother always told him they were just simple poor people. "Yes, this is David." "My name is Arthur. I'm the executor of your grandfather's hidden estate. Your father ran away from the family wealth because he wanted a simple life, but your grandfather never stopped watching you. He saw how you treated your wife. He saw your hard work. He passed away last week, and David, you're the sole heir to the Miller real estate empire. It's valued at over $450 billion. David almost crashed the car. $450 billion, sir? And I'm a janitor. Not anymore, Arthur said. There's a private jet waiting at the regional airport. It's time you took your throne. Meanwhile, Chloe was living it up. She and Marcus were planning a huge victory party because they were trying to close a massive deal to rent office space in the most famous skyscraper in the world, the Emerald Tower. If they got this deal, Marcus's firm would be set for life. On the day of the meeting, Chloe wore her most expensive dress. She was walking through the lobby of the Emerald Tower laughing with Marcus. "Once we sign this contract with the owner, we'll be the king and queen of the city," she bragged. They were ushered into the top-floor penthouse office. The mahogany doors opened, and sitting behind a desk that looked like it cost more than Chloe's entire life was a man looking out at the city skyline. "Mr. Miller will see you now," the secretary said. The chair turned around. Chloe's heart stopped. Marcus dropped his briefcase. It was David. But he wasn't wearing a janitor's uniform. He was wearing a suit made of silk and confidence. "David?" Chloe gasped, her voice trembling. "What are you doing here? Did you get a job as the cleaner for this office?" David didn't even stand up. He just looked at her with eyes that were as cold as the divorce papers she sent him. "Actually, Chloe, I don't clean the floors here. I own the floors. I own the building. In fact, I own the firm Marcus works for." Marcus turned pale. "Sir, I didn't know. I mean, she told me you were a nobody." David smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "To her, I was a nobody. To the world, I'm the man who just bought your entire portfolio. And about that lease you wanted for your new office?" David picked up the contract and ripped it slowly in half. "Application denied. I don't do business with people who lack integrity." Chloe started to cry. "David, honey, I made a mistake. Marcus forced me. I still love you. We can tear up those divorce papers." Man, the nerve of this woman. Fam, If you want to hear how David kicks them both out of his office and who the beautiful mystery woman is that walks in right after, you have to like this video. I'm getting a little tired of talking because the drama is getting too hot. Chloe was literally on her knees now, her designer dress dusting the floor of David's massive office. David, please! We were together for 7 years. You can't just throw me away like this. I was just stressed. I didn't mean those things I said. David looked at her, and for the first time he didn't feel any pain. He just felt pity. Chloe, you didn't leave me because you were stressed. You left me because you thought I was nothing. But the truth is, I was the same man then that I am now. The only thing that changed is the balance in my bank account. And if you couldn't love the man in the janitor uniform, you definitely don't deserve the man in this suit. Just then, the heavy mahogany doors swung open again. In walked a woman named Elena. She wasn't wearing flashy diamonds or trying too hard. She was wearing a simple, elegant power suit, and she had a smile that could light up the whole skyline. David, she said, her voice like silk, and the board is ready for the merger meeting. Oh, am I interrupting something? David stood up, the first time he had moved since they walked in, and walked over to Elena. He took her hand and smiled. No, Elena, we were just finishing up some old business. Chloe, Marcus, meet Elena. She's the CEO of the nonprofit I just funded, and she's the woman who actually helped me find my grandfather's lawyers when I was still living in my car. Wait, family, did you catch that? While Chloe was busy popping champagne with Marcus, Elena was the one who saw David crying in his Toyota at a gas station. She didn't know he was a billionaire. She just saw a man in pain, bought him a coffee, and listened to his story. She was the one who noticed the Miller name on his old ID and realized he was the lost heir everyone in the high-stakes real estate world had been looking for. Marcus looked at Elena, then at David, and he realized his career was officially over. Sir, please. If you cancel our leases, my firm will go bankrupt. I have employees. David looked him dead in the eye. Then I suggest you start looking for a new job. I hear there's an opening for a janitor at the mall. It's honest work, Marcus. Maybe it'll teach you some character. Security stepped in and grabbed both of them. Chloe was screaming, David, you'll regret this! You're nothing without me! But her voice faded as they dragged her down the hall. She went from planning a victory party to having a $0 balance and a reputation that was trashed in every law firm in the city. 1 year later, the scene is very different. David and Elena are standing on the balcony of that same penthouse, but this time, there's a wedding ring on Elena's finger. David didn't just keep the $450 billion for himself. He turned half of those luxury buildings into affordable housing and community centers. He became the people's billionaire. And Chloe? Someone spotted her working at a low-end retail store in a different state, tired and regretful, watching a video of David's wedding on her cracked phone screen. She had the world in her hands, and she threw it away for a man who didn't even know her middle name. Wow, what a journey. From the floor to the penthouse. If you think David and Elena make a better power couple than Chloe and Marcus, smash that like button and comment karma down below. So I'm starting to lose my voice from all this talking. Do you want me to tell you the secret epilogue where we find out what happened to the gold necklace David tried to give Chloe? Or so should we call it a wrap? Don't forget to subscribe.